Here with head coach Kyle Recklitz after tonight's 84-77 overtime win over Parkside. Coach, it has to feel good to start the season 1-0.
Absolutely, and a lot of credit to Parkside and Coach. She really had them prepared. They came in with a lot of confidence. They're going to be a fun team to watch later this year as they kind of get their groove going. I mean, one of their best players didn't even play a ton of time. It's tough for us right now. We've got quite a few injuries, and so it gave some minutes to people who haven't played in a lot of college minutes. But I was really proud of how they stepped up. We were resilient down the stretch, and they hit a lot of threes at the start. And I thought we did a much better job of the second half of understanding their offense and really getting out and contesting the three-point line.
I want to get started with Jamie Wright. I mean, came away 31 points, career high for her. Not just points, but she had 7 boards, 4 assists, so she was contributing all over the court. I mean, what does she bring to this team as a leader?
Well, Jamie is capable of being one of the best players in our league. And as a staff, we all know that, and we try to drill it into her head every day. And Jamie, when she wants to take over, she can take over. And so we really need her to be consistent like this because she was phenomenal tonight. I mean, there wasn't a time I didn't want the ball in her hands to try to make a play. I don't think she took bad shots. I think she took great shots. And I thought she was relentless at trying to help us win this basketball game.
And then I want to touch on Brandy Bisping as well. I mean, a huge game for her. She had a career-high 17 points, had a double-double with 10 boards. I mean, she seemed to kind of handle it in the paint whenever you guys needed a bucket. So, I mean, just what did she do different tonight that really helped her contribute?
Well, I think Brandy's really starting to look to score more now. I think, last year she was just an intangible player for us, and we always kept saying, but you scored in high school, you can score here. And she's really taken on that role very seriously. And she is just our toughness. She's our leader out on the court. She's only a junior, but she's respected by so many of her peers because she is consistent. How she plays in games is how she plays every single day in practice. And I think she's earned that respect from her teammates and definitely from our coaching staff.
You mentioned Parkside came out hot shooting. I mean, they had 15 threes tonight, which is a lot. They had 12 in the first half. But, I mean, that goes to show, so from 12 to 3, I mean, what adjustments did you make at halftime to kind of change that pace of play?
Yeah, well, we went to our switching man, and it's not something that we've had much time practicing, so we got lost a little bit at times on it. But it relies on a lot of communication, and our team really did a great job of communicating that. In that second half, our goal was to kind of run them off the three-point line, make them have to score in a variety of ways. I thought we did a great job on that, but they stayed hungry. They got a ton of offensive rebounds, so that's something we got to go to the drawing board on, is making sure that on our rotations we're getting the right rotations for box outs as well. But I think it became more of a mentality for us to make sure that they couldn't get off threes.
Yeah, you mentioned a little bit earlier, but that's a long game. I mean, that overtime. You had a lot of people play a ton of minutes. I wanted to touch on Tadri, who, as a freshman, I mean, she played some big minutes tonight. Had a really big basket or a layup late in the game. So, what does she bring at the point guard position different from other people on your team?
I think she's incredibly confident. And she is extremely skilled with the ball in her hands. And so we're just trying to teach her the pace of the game. I mean, that's the biggest thing for her. She's going to be an incredible impact player here. There's no question about it. She has the ability to shoot. She can drive. She sees the open person. She's made some phenomenal passes in practice. What I appreciated tonight was her composure down the stretch because she didn't play like a freshman. When the game was on the line and we needed somebody to drive to the hoop, she found lanes to get to the hoop. She hit that reverse layup, and then she also got fouled on one of her drives, and she bucketed the 2 free throws. So I was really incredibly proud of how she stepped up, especially down the stretch.
So next up you have Purdue, at Purdue on Sunday. So what can you take away from this game to get your team ready for Sunday?
Well, we got to pick up our toughness. I mean, Purdue is very tough. I mean, they're a Big Ten team, and they're incredibly physical. And I think our post for the first time felt that physicality tonight because I thought every time they touched the ball, they had 2-3 people around them swatting at it. And so we're going to need Lizzie, we're going to need Emma to really step up, Brandy to consistently play the way that she's playing. But we're going to need our other 2 post players. It was a very different game tonight because of how we were switching, and they had like 4 people on the perimeter that could shoot threes. And so we couldn't get them as many minutes, which is good because now they're rested for Sunday.
All right. Once again, congratulations, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.